Okay, so Lucidpress, I almost say Lucid Chart because Lucid Chart is super popular with Google Marketplace and Google Apps for Education. A lot of people added that third, it's an outside app, a third-person app to their G Suite for education. But this is Lucidpress, and basically what it means is building a newspaper of some sort. And I thought this would be a great one for relationship skill building in your classroom. So I thought I would first show you the price of Lucidpress. It's what you get for free is you can get the stock photos and icons that are included, and that's in each plan. And then you have the number of documents, which these students are using this. Again, keep in mind that this is a student-used program. Now, you can also use this yourself all you want, all day long. But keep in mind, this series is all about projects and things that the students can work on to become better at their social emotional skills. Okay, and this one specifically is relationship. So if you had the students create a newsletter or an article or a newspaper of some sort, they can have a total of 3 documents and 3 pages per document. That's a pretty huge paper for one person. And then you can see that they have unlimited all the way across as you go to pro, team, and business. So you can explore those if you, Google it, and you can kind of look at those as well. Also, I've had the screen up long enough that you probably have studied it well enough. So Lucidpress is a Google single sign-up. So if I want to, I'm a Google school, and I want to sign up with my Google account. I choose my Google account, and then it logs me in. Okay, so when it came to the very first page, it didn't come to this exact page. I hit my documents and it brought me here. It actually took me to another page advertising about to buy the paid version and that kind of stuff, just so you know that's what I went to. You may see that as well. So this reminds me of a lot of the up and coming programs out there like Bunsy and Adobe Spark. And I mean, obviously all of those are great. We're actually going to introduce Adobe Spark in the next series with responsible decision making. You can do all of these options in here. The reason I'm bringing you in here today is because of newsletters. And I clicked on newsletters, and then it brings up this template option, and it looks very Microsoft-like. So I can go blank, I can do checklist, catalog, education. So I can look at all of the templates associated with that. So yeah, so you can break it down. You can do a million things in here. So I'm going to go to newsletters so I can see it. And usually I like to start from blank. So I actually did that in another tab. I'm going to take you there, but you can go to some of these templates and start them out. I'm guessing this template means you have to pay for it. I have the paid version. It also offered me to try out the new version for so many days, and I declined. So, so here is the blank document. I just went to new blank and I created it. And remember, I get 3 pages for free. It's very, very Microsoft-like, and it actually, you're probably thinking, Tanya, why don't we just do this in Google Docs? You can do this in Google Docs. This is specifically made for high-end publications, newspapers, journals, and from a journalistic standpoint. So this one and this one kind of do the same thing. Buttons, videos, and scroll areas. This one just brings the content pane out, which is, like I said, the same as this ... down here. If I want to add a page, I can click here, or I can click here. If I want to add text, I can change my styles. You got headings, subheadings, body text. And this is like all of the programs now where you're just like, I want it to be something inserted that's going to be a little bit bigger. So I'm going to type in my new adventure. It's too big for that, but we can expand it. And it looks like when you grab it, you can expand it from all the dots, very similar to a lot of programs as well. And then I can also change all of the settings over here. So if I want it to be bigger or smaller, I can change that. But again, you have to select it to change that size for you. Okay? So there's that, adding the text. And then I can add shapes. And again, I can go over to this properties pane and choose how I'm going to fill it. You can give it a thicker border. A lot of this is smartboard like, if you've ever used the smartboard software as well, having flashbacks of that. So you can change all this stuff. You can give it a link as well. And then if I want to add an image, I can search the images in here, which it doesn't look like I have any. My images, brand images, a lot of these things help you to be branded. But let me hit manage. And upload something. Okay, so I found an image. It doesn't look like it likes this one. It is a long banner. And all I did was went here and hit upload images. And I could have gone out to the Google land and found a whole bunch of images and put them in a folder and then uploaded that folder here to me to be able to use that as well. And now I can insert that one. Let's see what happens here. It looks better in here because it is a banner. Okay, there we go. So that's the insert image. I can also insert a table. So if you wanted to put 4x4 table and then put the qualities of the person that the student is interviewing. So I'm going to move that up there. Move this up there. Oop. There we go. And then I can fill it in as needed. Now you can see I'm at 45%, so you guys can see it, but I could up that to 100%, and then I can see everything a little bit better. Now, like I said, this button brings up the dots bring up the more stuff. So I can put in buttons and then have those buttons function in some way. So if I want to put a home button here, and every time something's selected, look at my right pane, it changes. So how do I want my table to change? What do I want my border to be? Oh, also, word to the wise, if you ever want your table not to be seen because you think it looks janky, you can make your table border 0, and then your stuff will look like it's just perfectly floating around in there. And I do that with Google Docs. I use that with Google Slides. I use that with all of my applications that I use, because a lot of times I don't want that table look, but I want that table spacing. So you can alter everything as you select it. You can see all the options that you can change with that. Some other things down here, if I want to insert a YouTube video or a Vimeo video or something from Facebook, I can also add a scrollable page. So it'll be like an iframe. So it'll put it in there, and then someone could scroll within that little box. So it's like a window into your page. So let me make a new page right here. I'm going to hit new page. Okay, so I hit new page, and then I'm going to go back into that more option just to show you the video. So when I hit a YouTube video, it puts a Lucidpress video in there. But check this out over here. I can double click here and then paste any URL that I want. And so here is a video about biology. It could be a video that I created in WeVideo about my new person, new group, new cafeteria, new employee, just getting to know something new in the school. So I could have uploaded that video to YouTube and then place it in here using the YouTube URL. Okay. So looking around the interface, a lot of it is similar to Word or Google. So you can see that it has a lot of the same tools. Also on the side, I can change those. Again, if you select it, let's see if it'll change it with just that selection. There we go. Yep, it does. But if you have your cursor in there, you have to make sure that you have it highlighted to be able to change whatever you're doing. But I also have the things up here. So I could do a fill color. I could do a line color, which would be the text color, but I can also do that stuff over here. So as soon as I click on something, all of my menus pop up and become alive and not grayed out anymore. All the drop downs have options as well. I like the InDesign option of importing because if you're trying to do a cross-curricular project with another class, maybe it's your production class and they're working in the Adobe products, more specifically InDesign, they could create something in there that's beautiful and then bring it in, or not beautiful. InDesign would be the professional production for like newsletters. In fact, that's what our production person uses for all of our scanners and banners and that kind of stuff. She uses InDesign to bring those things in. And just all the same things. You even have a revision history in here, just like Google. You can also download as, you can publish. There's a lot of different things that you can do in here. This Lucidpress is probably designed for a school newsletter or even a yearbook, something a little bit more substantial than what I'm telling you to do. But the free version is perfect because I can do 3 documents with 3 pages each. So you could have the students utilize this for several different projects. As soon as they're done with that project, save it, share it with you, and then they could delete it and then create another one. The select option, if you just click around, you're going to get that as well. But you can select all images, select all, and so if you needed to move things or shift things over, you can make that happen as well. So yeah, you can select certain things with the same functionality. View menu is similar to other programs as well. Zoom in, zoom out. You can just kind of explore these as needed. Add a new page, duplicate pages. That helps you in certain tasks. If you have to have the same layout in each one, you could, make all of your boxes, all your tables, all your buttons, and then duplicate that page and save you some time. Arrange, that's for objects. If you want things to be layered in a certain way, something, bring it to the front, bring it to the back, up a layer, down a layer, and then if you needed to group something, so if you built something, they would all move together. Your insert menu, of course, is the most fun because you get to insert videos and notes and that kind of stuff with header, footer, images. All of that stuff makes your production a little bit more professional looking and a little bit your personal flair. So the final thing that I want to talk about, I got a little bit more detailed than I really had expected, but you can, let's see if we can download for free. I know the share options are pretty simple. It looks like we can do it as a PDF, as an image, or JPEG, and this would be, the transparent background would be probably for a web design class. Let's see what happens when I say download. Yeah, it looks like I'm able to download. Upgrade now for full functionality. So I was able to download that one, and you can see that I did that. I downloaded that one. I also didn't change the name, so it was still blank document. You can type in there and name it something different. So download works. So the share options, I like that you can collaborate with others. So if you are using this for a class where you're trying to build your weekly newsletter, focusing on and featuring a certain group of people new to your school, getting to know someone, interviewing lower classes, community members, that kind of stuff. Publish on the web is an option as well. Embed in the email, and then you could also get the code to embed it in a website and then post to social media. And then obviously, since it is something that is more on the design for the professional side. So if I wanted to order prints of a yearbook or order prints of this, you know, a scanner that we're going to send out, we could design our scanner through here and then order prints, go from there. So that's Lucidpress. I apologize if I got too deep into it. I think it's a great tool. I think it's bigger than what we really need for what I wanted to show you, but I didn't really want to repeat too many tools. And you could do all of this just in Google Docs. I think Google Docs and Microsoft are very much different. If your district is used to using Microsoft products and now you're going to Chromebooks and you want the students to have something similar to Microsoft, Lucidpress would probably be that option for you. So I hope you enjoyed this presentation. I hope you understand how to integrate it to build relationship skills. If everyone did this, they could do it on themselves, which would be self-awareness. And then displaying them or making them available to each student would be the relationship skills. So getting to know someone, and then you could create a game off of them reading these newsletters about another person, getting to know them, and then build off of that. So you could create multiple lessons on that. All right, so I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll move on to the next tool, dealing with how to build relationship skills and continuing our social emotional learning.